Okay, well, I made it up to the falls, and there are no falls. I knew this might be a possibility. It's early October, and there really is no reason why the falls should be running, as there hasn't really been a lot of rain. I didn't really think it would be this dried up, though. I thought there'd be a little bit something more, so it's a little disappointing. The wind is kicking up quite a bit, and the overcast lighting that I had earlier while I was walking to this location is no longer here, and so now we've got hot spots to deal with, and I'm a little disappointed, but I'm gonna look around and just see if I can find a good shot. So we'll see what we can get. Okay, I think I found a potential shooting location. So what I'm showing you here is where I had to shimmy down with all my equipment to get down to this location. I'm basically in where the falls would spill over. So if this were the wet season, there would be massive amounts of water coming off over this edge here, and I would not be able to be down here. But as it is so dry, I am able to come down here. I would have filmed myself coming down, but it was rather difficult to get all the equipment down here. So I just got down here, and now I'll set up and take a shot. If it's potentially like flash flood, or if you think there's going to be rain in the forecast, I would not recommend being down in a location like I am right now. So I'll get set up and take a shot. So this is obviously a pretty precarious situation here. As I was saying earlier, I would strongly recommend against this if there was any rain in the forecast whatsoever. Okay, I just finished taking this shot. I'm not going to lie to you, it was not a pleasant experience. It took me way too long to photograph it. I was worried about all the different planes. I had to do a front tilt and a front swing, and then we've got there was like complex focal planes here that I had to deal with. And so I just sort of had to split the difference and then stop down. I had to end up stopping down to f32.5, which obviously there'll be some diffraction. I'm using HP5. I had to rate it at ISO 100 because of Bell's extension factor and reciprocity failure. I'm using the Fujinon 250mm lens. Because I had to stop way down, there's some delicate like plants and stuff in here, some grasses in this shot, and they were subtly moving because the wind kept blowing, so I had like half a second exposure, and I had to wait until there was about a half a second where these plants weren't moving. But I don't know if I hit it just right, so they might be a little bit blurry. I'm hoping not. And then the sun kept creeping in on the left hand side. When I originally composed it, the sun wasn't in there, and then as time went by, it creeped into the shot. So I'm crossing my fingers on this one, but I'm gonna get packed up and get out of here because I spent way too long on this shot, and we'll see what happens. But I've got to get moving on. Well, I just finished up my second shot. I actually came back to the place where I did the video when I first arrived here. The lights changed, it's more overcast now, and I liked the composition. Ended up using the Fujinon 250 again. Had to do quite a bit of front tilt on this one also, but the Fujinon 250 has a large image circle, so it can handle that amount of front tilt. Shot at f32 at 1/4 of a second. And indicated N+1 development because the scene is a little flat. The overcast lighting helps with no hot spots, but then again it flattens out the scene. So I'll just give it some overdevelopment and we'll go from there. I like this composition quite a bit. I'm hoping to fit one more composition in before I leave and head back down the trail to get back. It's getting pretty late in the day, and it's time that I start thinking about wrapping it up, but hopefully I can fit in one more, like I said, but we'll see what happens. Okay, I just wrapped up the final shot of the day. I did something a little bit more fun. I went extremely wide with my 121 Super Angulon that I recently got. Basically, I have no ability to do any front tilts with this lens because the image circle is so tight. So I ended up shooting at f32 again. f32 seems to be the magic number today. Shot at half a second with Delta 100. I'll give that N+1 development also. So all in all today, it's been a pretty interesting day, pretty fun. Things turned out pretty well. I'm excited about some of the shots I've taken here. I ended up getting 3 compositions in. It's getting really pretty late. The sun's getting low and I've got to get back on the trail. So I'm gonna wrap it up and head out.